That's not going to get in the way of your sideline, is it?
She needs a gold star.
Yeah, extra credit. Now, do you have any boundaries off stage for the chorus? Any boundary mics? Is that what the one little fret is, kind of? Attempting? I've always found it really hard to work. Live theater. You must have more wireless than these three. Yeah. You have the ones down the rack, okay. Because I noticed they're running these on the aux. On your full backs. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. That'd drive me nuts.
I don't like it. I really like that.
I hate those single points of failure.
That pack goes out.
Well, I noticed last night when Faraday came out and did the first scene over here against the desk, I thought he leaned up against his battery pack or something. How was that it? Well, you know, these Soundcraft boards were they were like the first of the wave solder boards. I worked live sound with the same generation of this that was their venue, but they would solder all the components on those planes in a wave pool, and you'd get a buildup of solder on the front end of the circuit, and then it would differentially heat and create a crack at the circuit, and so you started getting these heat stresses, and started getting short outs, and the only way to get them is you had to sit there and try to figure out which channel it was.
Yeah, I've had some decorator along the way.
Yeah, we had to pay an engineer like $4 grand to go in. He dismantled the whole board, resoldered every single cap connector. And he's a radio engineer. This is out of Columbia, Missouri. No, it was a Soundcraft venue. This was almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago, yeah, it was like a $25,000 board. Now the same equivalent board is about $5 grand. Yeah.
Performers in this production tonight. Yes, that's true. So you're going to be clapping a long time at this curtain call at the end of the show. Just a few general announcements before we get started, and that is, if you need to exit the production to use the restroom, please don't go out these doors, as we have furniture and props and costumes even hanging right in here. So if you wouldn't mind, please just go right back the way that you came in, all right? And the ladies at the concession stand wanted me to tell you that there is a concession stand. We will have an intermission of about 15 to 20 minutes. And some of you ordered or pre-ordered flowers, and they wanted you to know that they are there. And some people hadn't picked those up, and so they wanted to remind you about that. And I think they have some additional flowers if you would like to purchase those as well. There's one other announcement I need to make, and that is just if you have a cell phone on you, if you would please just turn that off for us. All right? And then there's just one last thing. I've had the absolute pleasure on this show, actually just right after spring break, of one of my past students decided and asked me if he could come down and help me on this production. And so backstage just a while ago, he gave this amazing talk to the cast and told him how he was so privileged to come back and work with Mrs. Thretchley. So I just wanted to meet David Orr because last night he was in the choir concert, and tomorrow night he's got the thespian banquet, and so, yeah, at East, and so he's also next year the president of the student body. So, Mr. President, I have something for you, and I'm so thankful that you came back, and you know, what he gave us, it was so cute. Like, sometimes I would tell them I'd like you to sit on her lap, and AJ would go, oh, she did that to me when I was in 8th grade too. And I know it's uncomfortable for you, but you just need to do it. It works. So I just so appreciate you, and thank you so much for everything. I just wanted you all to meet him, all right? Okay, so sit back, relax, enjoy Guys and Dolls. Just to let you know, our first act is the longest. It's about 45 minutes long. And then we'll have that intermission. The second act is only 35 minutes long with the bows. And the second act's got those big, huge production numbers that you're going to love. So anyway, thank you again for coming, and enjoy the show.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather is clear, can't do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I'm thinking Valentine's on the morning wine site's got him figured at 5 to 9.
Get that big tap, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the Telegraph.
For Paul Revere I'll fight, I hear his foot's all right, of course it all depends if prayed last night.
I know it's Valentine, morning walks of mine. This John Street's brother's like a friend of mine.
But he's the biggest boys, like he lots of noises. Like great-grandfather was one boy.
I tell you, Paul Revere, now this is no bum's beer. It's from a handicapper that's real sincere.
I go to Valentine, morning works look fine. Got educated by tonight.
Can I buy a half according to this here telegraph? Epitaph.
Valentine.
Paul Revere, I got the whole right here.
Another swallow. Brothers and sisters, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That's what the Bible tells us. Hear me, gambers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from the jungle of sin. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put devil. Remember, friends, the Save a Soul mission located 409 West Korea Tree, open all day and all night. Never mind.
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a fine doll like her is all mixed up in mission dodge.
Too bad such a doll wastes all her time being good. How could she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know, Rusty Charlie, nicely, Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, nicely. Thank you.
Tell me, any word on Nathan Detroit? Has he got a place for his crap game yet?
He's still looking for a place.
The heat is on.
Well, tell him I'm loaded, looking for action. I recently acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward on my father.
Everybody is looking for action. I wish Nathan finds a place.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan, Mr. South Street, Mr. Charlie, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Yeah, a pleasure.
Have either of you two seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit running the floating croc game around here. And you can tell from me, I know he's running around trying to find a spot.
Hiya, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan.
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Well, hello, Lieutenant Brannigan. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are plenty of other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I imagine you're having a tough time finding a place for a croc game, aren't you?
Well, the heat is on, as you must know.
I'm on to you, Detroit.
What does that cop want from me? I merely run the crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, from which I take a small cut.
So, did you find a place for the game?
I was just over at Billbrook Garage. Joey says he might take a chance and let us use the place. If I give him $1,000.
1,000 bucks?
In cash. He won't even take my marker.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what day it is? It's our 14th anniversary. We've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high players. Look, the Greek's in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know. I can make a fortune. Where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at PS 84.
There's a stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Billmore Garage
Rogers the spot.
But the 1,000 bucks we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for the fella who can get us. And if we only had a lousy little bread, we could be a millionaire. That's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. With the size of your bundle, you want to increase. Kill a range and you go broken quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent floating crack in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crack game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Say, Nathan, you know who's also looking for some action? Sky Masterson.
Now there's the highest player of them all.
Maybe you could borrow 1,000 from Scott.
Not Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So what am I betting? What am I betting 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can find a bet which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets. Oh, look. Run into Mindy's restaurant and ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake you sold yesterday and how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel?
What do you want to know for?
Just find out. Now, Pete, here comes Abby. After winning the crowd game, she'll never step foot in me again.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Adelaide, Pigeon.
You go ahead, Boyles. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato, ketchup, and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide! We gotta get back to the hot box.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah, that's slave driver Charlie. He's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat, you just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum, Nathan Detroit.
So what'd you say to him?
I told him, I'll meet whoever I want. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present? For me?
I hope you like it.
A bell.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this bell around your belly. That's so sweet. Look, honey, about your present. I didn't get one. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days, I'll be in the money, and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, darling, I could do without anything. Just so as long as you don't start running the crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd thought.
Hey, Nathan!
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel and cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey.
Hey, Detroit, any word yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Hey, Detroit.
What was that all about?
His wife's having a baby.
Then why is he asking you?
It's his first wife. Now look, honey, I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas.
Oh, Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
I feel great. I spent 2 wonderful weeks out west, Nevada. Beautiful scenery, climate, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's? You gonna be in town for long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah, there's plenty of action down there. Say, you wanna come with me?
No, I got a lot of things to... Tell me, you hungry? Maybe we can go into Mindy's and get a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something.
No, I think I'll just go get late results.
But you will admit that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I am quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? Yet there are some people who like Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which you think sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I never really gave much thought, but for everyone's like me, I'd say he sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
I'll bet you, say $1,000. Yesterday, Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a little story. When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. So the old guy says, one of these days in your travels, you're going to come across a man who has a brand new deck of cards. He's going to offer you a bet. You can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt sight in your hair. But son, do not bet this man. For as sure as you're standing there, you're going to end up with an earful of sight. Now, Nathan, I do not claim you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think so?
However, if you're still up for the same amount of action, I'll bet you the same amount you do not know the color of necktie you have on. Well,
No bet. Green. What crazy color.
We took Adelaide to the drugstore and she's hopes for you to pick her up after the hot box and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
yes, dear. That's husband talk if I've ever heard it. Nathan, you're trapped. And Adelaide, you have the kind of girl that's most difficult to unload.
I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And the gal without a doll's a necessity.
Look, Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm just saying, figuring weight for age. All dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Well, then how come you ain't got one? How come you're going to Havana alone, without one?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there is a large assortment available.
Not real high class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll? And I name her? What do you bet on that? You bet $1,000. And if I name a doll, you'll take her to Havana tomorrow.
You got that?
I name her, the one on the end.
Her.
Cider.
Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah,
How do you do?
my name is Arvise Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin. I've wasted my life gambling and evil betting, but I've suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
R5, coffee please. Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around, trying to get the courage to come here.
Oh! Here are 2 of our pamphlets. They'll give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you. But hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
Of course it's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace unto the wicked. Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 22.
Isaiah.
There are only 2 things that fit in every hotel room in this country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
We're holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure, Miss Sarah.
How do you know my name?
Sorry, allow me to introduce myself. Sky Masterson. I hope you'll not think I'm getting out of line. I just think it's wonderful to see a pretty tall, nice-looking lady such as yourself sacrificing herself for the sake of the mission.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Of course, I'll need a lot of personal help from you.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not. Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying!
Well, lying's a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. And if you get me, it's H5, the others will follow. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Then I'll make you a proposition. Once this big meeting of yours up Thursday, I'll guarantee you to fill this place with 1 dozen genuine sinners.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 1 dozen sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up tomorrow at noon for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
Havana?
Where else would you want to eat? Howard Johnson's? The plane gets in at 5 and leaves the same night. And the food is great.
Please, go away.
Somewhere in the world, there must be a guy who can impress the sergeant. I wonder what that guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry.
At a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
I know by the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. I know as I run through his arms that at last I come home safe and sound. And till then I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong, for I'll know when my love comes along.
No. You're talking about love. You can't joke like that. What are you thinking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear what a gambler feels about the big hard throb?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Oh no, when my love comes along. Oh no, in my heart. Oh no, and I won't ever ask. Am I bright? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the wrong, yes or no, when I love, when I love comes I'll come back in case you want to take a crack at it, Sheik.
we take you down on the fog with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the Hot Box Farmerettes.
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
Bad luck.
So you say, Nathan, I got the veil. All we need now is a license and a blood test.
Or what?
Blood test. It's a law.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running a crap game again, are you?
Adelaide, why do you think I gave up the crap game? It's because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
Anybody seen Earring around here? I don't think so. Well, you! I'm all dated for society, Max, and he breaks it on account of his dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Here it is!
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Look, you're getting yourself upset. After all, we love each other, and we're going to get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
Come on, honey. Cheer up. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just some waiting around for that plain little band of gold. A poison can develop a cold. These female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows an erotic tendency. Say no. Say no. Note. Chronic organic symptoms, toxic or hypertense, involving the eyes, the ears, and the nose and throat. In other words, just worrying whether the wedding is on or off. A poison can develop a cough. When they get on the train from Niagara and she can hear church bells chime. The compartment is air conditioned and the moon sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A poison can develop like grip and chew like grip. La post nasal drip with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really a pit from a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old. The poison can develop a
She gave him a look that could have cooled off and moose at mating time.
Well, great. Just so don't take her to Havana.
Havana? He could take this doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
I suppose trying to see Miss Adelaide. She's mad at him. Again.
Not Miss Adelaide. She's always taking his mind off honest work.
Yes, it's too bad that such a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Betty, that is his weakness. We should be tolerant, as I am told, it is a worldwide weakness. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out the rain, chances are he's insane. There's only a John for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that can flatten the Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even funny that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
Run short, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the heck do you think he's tickling pink on a Saturday night?
When a lazy sloth takes a good steady job and he smells of Vitalis and Barbasol.
Call it dumb,
call it clever,
I'll give on forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll. That guy's only doing it for some doll.
attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke to me for this morning, Miss Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. I should have never volunteered for this post. Well, let's go in for lunch. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. All right.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming in town, General.
Sarah, there's something I wish to speak to you about.
Won't you come inside? Have some lunch with us?
No, I don't have the time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Listen, Sarah, we at headquarters have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Close the mission?
General, please. Someone could do good here, even if I can't.
We've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
But will anyone be here?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Guy Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Sarah can be a big success here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so sure.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion? Why don't you come to our meeting Thursday night and find out for yourself?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 1 dozen genuine sinners.
Well, hallelujah.
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 You all got your roses?
Remember, no one will be let into the game without they got their roses. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the guys that's at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 11 o'clock. They're not going to stick around much longer.
So sue me.
Detroit, if you do not have a place for your game, tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
Detroit, I'd like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
How do you do, Big Julie?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Detroit, if there's no crap game tonight, Big Julie would be considerably displeased, and Big Julie doesn't like to be displeased.
Big Julie, let me assure you that when Nathan and Detroit are raised...
Well. Cream of society. Age of the Ox. Society Max. Rusty Charlie. Liver Lips Louie. What's the occasion, gentlemen?
Well,
See, it's a party.
What kind of party?
See, it's a fun row.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Nathan's getting married.
That's correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow,
Which nobody cannot deny.
Why didn't you tell me?
it was a surprise.
Oh, but when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. Well, I thought
Oh,
it was
yes, it's a bachelor dinner, all right? Yes, sir, it's a bachelor dinner.
Oh, just think. After 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Nathan, these good guys are nice enough to give her a bachelor dinner. Should at least let them know the date of the wedding.
well, we need time for a license.
You could elope.
What?
You drive down to Maryland. Marry you right away. You don't even need a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the heck?
My congratulations to you, Nathan. And I only hope there's nothing in heredity.
Oh, Nathan, you'll be at the hot box tomorrow night?
I'll have a table reserved, and I'll be all dressed up in whatever we lived in.
I'm so happy.
You're a lucky man, Detroit. Most beautiful doll indeed. Don't you agree, Big Julie?
Let's shoot crap!
Nathan, you better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe it won't come. Maybe he took it all to Havana.
No, he couldn't have. She couldn't have gone.
what you call them.
Dulce de leche. It's Spanish for milkshake.
Dulce de leche. What's in it besides milk?
Oh, sugar and a few other native flavorings.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk. 2 more Dulce de leches.
Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just gotta behave. Oh, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a bear, I'd wave. Ask me how do I feel, little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my screen. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding, dong, ding. Ask me how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a freak, I'd be burning. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong,
I think we better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a girl like you shouldn't be with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You know the only reason I took you to band in the first place? Because I made a bet. That's how you met me. I made a bet.
How else would a girl get to be a gambler?
I've got to think what's best for you.
You talk just like a missionary. I must have paid very badly.
No, you were fine.
With all this stuff. Sky, hello.
Hello, Miss Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah.
How do you do? Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night, right after the hot box. Nathan and I.
That's wonderful, Adelaide.
Thank you, Sky. You know, I feel just like a housewife already.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score.
But this is mine, that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song was born.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Grandmother, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Morning.
We stayed out all night, and guess what?
The streets were full of sinners.
Exactly. It was wonderful. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
What the heck is this? What's going on inside the mission? Nathan, what is this? Canasta!
Hey, wait a minute! I'm losing 10 G's! Somebody must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I've seen a crap game going on inside a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you? Sarah.
I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, you went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone's welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What kind of doll are you, anyway?